In the aftermath of the devastating war that had torn through the continent, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair, Kodo emerged as a figure of unprecedented influence and power. Through his teachings and his newly founded religion, Sisu, he had succeeded in amassing a community numbering in the hundreds of thousands, firmly establishing his faith as an unwavering force that penetrated all societal strata, from the highest echelons of the military to the humblest citizens. Kodo's message resonated deeply, offering solace and guidance in a world ravaged by conflict and uncertainty. His followers, drawn to his charismatic leadership and the promise of salvation, embraced his teachings with fervent devotion. Forming a loyal and dedicated community bound together by faith, as the dust settled and the continent began to rebuild in the wake of the war, Kodo's influence continued to grow, spreading like wildfire across the land. His followers gathered regularly for prayers and worship, their numbers swelling with each passing day as more and more individuals were drawn to the message of hope and redemption preached by their charismatic leader. However, amidst the burgeoning success of Kodo's religion, a foreboding message reached the ears of Ruda, the newly appointed Datu of the United Continent. An official approached him with news of a religious movement named Sisu, led by none other than Kodo himself. The official warned of the growing number of devout adherents and the fervor with which they embraced Kodo's teachings. Upon hearing Kodo's name, Ruda's mind flashed back to the memories of his father's involvement in the assassination of Kodo's adopted father, Natsu. For a fleeting moment, doubt flickered across his face as he grappled with the implications of Kodo's rise to power. However, Ruda quickly pushed aside these unsettling thoughts, choosing instead to dismiss the burgeoning religious movement as a non-threatening development. Convinced of his own ultimate power and invincibility, Ruda instructed surveillance on Kodo and his followers, confident that he could control any potential threat that they posed. Unbeknownst to him, his hesitation and reluctance to confront the growing influence of Kodo would prove to be a grave miscalculation, setting the stage for a conflict of monumental proportions. Meanwhile, in the heart of Kodo's burgeoning community, the faithful continued to gather in ever-increasing numbers, their fervor undiminished by the watchful eye of the authorities. Buoyed by their unwavering faith in their leader and the promise of salvation that his teachings offered, they remained steadfast in their devotion, unaware of the storm clouds gathering on the horizon. As the tensions between Ruda's regime and Kodo's followers continued to simmer beneath the surface, the stage was set for a confrontation that would shake the very foundations of the continent. And as the unseen tide of Kodo's influence continued to rise, the consequences of Ruda's dismissal of the growing religious movement would soon become all too clear.